African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 26th of October, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv direction defeated the formations of the 31st Mechanized and 57th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the settlements of Lipsy and Goptovka in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 40 servicemen and 3 vehicles. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position. The manpower and equipment of the 53rd, 60th Mechanized, 95th Airborne Assault, 3rd Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 107th Territorial Defense Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Donetsk, Borovaya in the Kharkiv region, Petrovskoye in the Luhansk People's Republic, as well as Serebryanskoye Forestry. A counterattack by the enemy assault group was repelled. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost over 510 servicemen, 5 pickup trucks, 2 105mm M119 guns made in the USA, 2 electronic warfare stations Bukovelady and Anklav. 4 Ukrainian field ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Troops, as a result of successful offensive actions, liberated the settlement of Alexandropol in the Donetsk People's Republic. The 23rd, 54th Mechanized, 3rd, 10th Assault, 79th Airborne Assault, 46th Airmobile Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 37th Marine Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Chasov Yar, Svanovka, Seversk, Dakhnoy, Vesely Gai, and Kurakovo of the Donetsk People's Republic. A counterattack by an assault group of the Armed Forces of Ukraine was repelled. The enemy's losses amounted to over 740 servicemen, 2 combat armored vehicles, 4 cars, a 152mm D-20 gun, a 122mm D-30 howitzer, a 105mm M119 gun made in the USA, and a 105mm L119 gun made in the UK. An ammunition depot of the Ukrainian Armed Forces was destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces continue to advance into the depths of the enemy's defense. The manpower and equipment of the 100th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 12th National Guard Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Sherbanovka, Dzerzhinsk, Berezki, and Kleben Byk of the Donetsk People's Republic. 6 counterattacks of assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost up to 545 servicemen, 2 armored combat vehicles, 3 cars, a 152mm Stubby howitzer, a 152mm D-20 gun, and a 100mm Raptor anti-tank gun. Units of the East Force Group improved the position along the front line, inflicted damage on the manpower and equipment of the 72nd Mechanized and 58th Motorized Infantry Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the Trudovoy and Dobrovolye settlements of the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 120 servicemen, 2 combat armored vehicles, 9 cars, a US-made 155mm howitzer M198 and a French-made 155mm howitzer Caesar. Units of the Dnepr Group of Forces inflicted losses on formations of the 65th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 15th National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Rabatino and Molotokh-Machka in the Zaporizhia region. The enemy lost up to 80 servicemen, 2 vehicles, and a 152mm D-20 gun. A Ukrainian Armed Forces ammunition depot was destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian Armed Forces groups damaged the infrastructure of military airfields, storage sites for strike unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 149 areas. Air defense systems shot down 2 French-made Hammer-guided aerial bombs for U.S.-made Mars rockets and 25 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 647 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 34,329 unmanned aerial vehicles, 584 anti-aircraft missile systems, 18,877 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,480 multiple launch rocket systems, 16,773 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 27,624 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.